study hallucinogenics. What is hallucination? जो चीज़ नहीं है वो दिख रही है. There is nothing but you're still seeing something. The term hallucinogen is misleading. The hallucinogenic compounds rarely produce true hallucination. Instead, users experience profound distortion in body image, sensation and time. Intense alteration in mood, intensity of emotions and high suggestibility. Hallucinogen is also called psychedelic. Psycho बना देता है इंसान को. So what are the drugs that contain this hallucinogenic properties? They are sedative hypnotic withdrawal, condition that mimic hallucinogen intoxication induced sedative hypnotic withdrawal like benzos and barbs का withdrawal. Anticholinergic poisoning, atropine causes hallucinogen, dhatura causes hallucinogen, atropa belladonna causes hallucination. Thyrotoxicosis, CNS infection, brain lesion, acute psychosis, hypoglycemia, hypoxia. Some medications can cause hallucination. क्या क्या हो गए हमारे? सेडेटिव हिप्नोटिक विड्रॉल, एट्रोपिन, थायराइड ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, CNS इन्फेक्शंस, स्ट्रक्चरल ब्रेन लीजन, साइकोसिस, हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया एंड हाइपोक्सिया. Drug-induced psychosis is often difficult to distinguish from primary psychotic disorders. How do you treat hallucinogens? So supportive care is the mainstay of treatment in most situations. There is no antidote available. Create a calm environment with few stimuli, cool, calm environment with IV fluids, and wait for the drug to wear off. Most hallucinogens are rapidly absorbed and most patients with adverse event do not present until several hours after ingestion. So gastric decontamination is not helpful. And if you really want to give a sedation, you can use benzodiazepine. Don't use antipsychotics because first they will not act, second they will lower the seizure threshold, तो patient को जल्दी seizure आ जाएगा. Dantrolene is a potential treatment option for hallucinogen induced hyperthermia, but ज़्यादा studies में है नहीं. What are the common hallucinogens? These are your LSD, psilocybin, mescaline and peyote. Amphetamines, bath salts, phencyclidine which is your ketamine, and marijuana, cannabis है ना, और क्या है, धतूरा, कीटामीन एंड डेक्स्ट्रोमेथॉर्फिन. एक एक करके देखेंगे. So LSD causes mydriasis, tachycardia, anxiety, muscle tension. Treatment सबका reassure benzodiazepine, reassure fluid benzodiazepine support. Fluid hydration active coolant dantrolene in MDMA, ecstasy होता है ना, उसके में यूज़ करना है benzos, hydration, cool, dantrolene and serotonin antagonist. सेरोटोनिन सिंड्रोम की वजह से सेरोटोनिन एंटागोनिस्ट. बाथ सॉल्ट में बेंजोस, हाइड्रेशन, कूलिंग, फेनसाइक्लिडीन या कीटामीन एंजल डस्ट में बेंजो, हाइड्रेशन, कूलिंग. कैनाबिस में अगेन बेंजो सपोर्टिव, बेंजो सब में. डाइंट्रोलिन यूज़ करना है अगर सेरोटोनिन सिंड्रोम की वजह से एक्टिव मसल कॉन्ट्रैक्शन और हाइपरथर्मिया है पेशेंट को, जैसे कि एक्सटेसी में होता है, MDMA. Combining MDMA with SSRI or MAO inhibitors can precipitate serotonin syndrome. So MAO inhibitors and SSRI precipitate serotonin syndrome. What are the MAO inhibitors? MAO inhibitors are your selective like seleginine, rasagiline, एंड SSRI तो आपको पता ही है. SSRI क्या मैं भूल गई. सिटालोप्राम, एसिटालोप्राम, सर्ट्रालिन, फ्लूओक्सिटीन, डिपॉक्सिटीन, ये सब. Fluoxetine, escitalopram, citalopram and paroxetine. Phencyclidine is a hallucinogenic. It is a synthetic piperidine derivative related to ketamine. In fact, ketamine is derived from phencyclidine. It produces hallucination, depression and stimulants. Like दोनों काम करता है, hallucinogen, depressant and stimulant. It blocks MDMA receptor. So it is a MDMA antagonist. MDMA क्या है? N-methyl, नहीं MDMA नहीं, NMDA antagonist. Sorry. MDMA is completely different thing. NMDA antagonist, N-methyl D-aspartate antagonist, NMDA antagonist. NMDA antagonist, N-methyl D-aspartate. It is also called angel dust, dippers, है ना, beam me up, crystal super glass. Ketamine is angel dust kind of. It causes hallucinogen, nystagmus, retrograde amnesia, hypertension, mild hypertension, agitation, detachment from the environment and self, may give the feeling of strength, power and invulnerability. Next is cannabis or marijuana. Marijuana consists of the dried leaves and flowers of the hemp plant, Cannabis sativa. Hashish, hash, is prepared from the dried resin from the flower tops of the plant, and the compound is tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. It causes mild tachycardia, इंजेक्टेड कंजंक्टिवा, पेशेंट की एकदम आंखें लाल हो रही होंगी, टेकिकार्डिया होगा, ब्रोंकोडाइलेशन, ऑर्थोस्टैटिक हाइपोटेंशन and impaired coordination. There is a syndrome called cannabis vomiting syndrome, cannabinoid hyperemesis, cyclical vomiting syndrome. Treatment is focusing on the need of cannabis cessation. Capsaicin as a topical preparation is reasonable as a first line treatment for cannabis cessation, and use Reassure and benzodiazepine. Next, coming to Datura. Datura is Jimson weed, Datura stramonium. Datura Jimson weed, Datura stramonium. एंजल्स ट्रम्पेट बोलते हैं क्योंकि इसका जो फ्लावर है वो ट्रम्पेट जैसा दिखता है. These are plants originated in the US and maximum, and now they are worldwide, even outside my home. All Datura species contain the anticholinergic alkaloid atropine, scopolamine and hyoscyamine. क्या है? Atropine, scopolamine and hyoscyamine. The seeds are poisonous. Seeds and other plants of plant can be ingested or smoked to produce delirium, hallucination and seizure. Along with other classical anticholinergic features like blind as a bat or red as a beet, mad as a hatter, dry as hair, and stuffed as a pipe. ये पढ़ते थे. Gastric emptying is often delayed and क्योंकि anticholinergic है, So gastric lavage is necessary in datura because emptying is delayed. Many times the seeds are फंसे रहते हैं between the GI folds. So whole bowel irrigation, GI decontamination and whole bowel irrigation is recommended for patient who have ingested a large number of seeds. Medication with anticholinergic properties such as phenothiazine should be avoided, and physostigmine is the treatment of choice. Physostigmine acts like acetylcholine. It is a choline esterase inhibitor है, रिवर्सिबल कोलिन ईस्टरेज इनिबिटर. सो कोलिन के ब्रेकर का ब्रेकर है, यानी प्रोकोलिनर्जिक है फाइजोस्टिग्मीन एंड नियोस्टिग्मीन. फाइजोस्टिग्मीन और पायरिडोस्टिग्मीन अ रिवर्सिबल एसिटाइलकोलिन ईस्टरेज इनिबिटर. Ketamine and dextromethorphan are chemically related to PCP. Ketamine also called as vitamin K or special K by the street name. Dextromethorphan is available over the counter cough suppressant, has become popular among adolescents. A large quantity must be ingested for the users who experience hallucinogenic effects. Abuse among youth has prompted many states to enact restriction on the buyer. यहाँ तो हर कोई रिलेंटिक्स BM दिए जा रहा है. नेक्स्ट इज सैलिसिलेट्स. सैलिसिलेट्स क्या करते हैं? लोकल गैस्ट्रिक इरिटेशन, ओटोटॉक्सिक. एस्पिरिन से टिनिटस होता है, याद रखना, है ना. रिवर्सिबल ओटोटॉक्सिसिटी. कीमो रिसेप्टर CTG स्टिमुलेशन, वॉमिटिंग होगी. मेडुलरी रेस्पिरेटरी सेंटर का स्टिमुलेशन होगा, हाइपर वेंटिलेशन होगा पेशेंट को. स्केलेटल मसल मेटाबॉलिज्म, अनकपलिंग ऑफ ऑक्सीडेटिव फॉस्फोरिलेशन, पेशेंट विल हीट अप. enhancement of lipolysis, inhibition of Krebs cycle, increase vascular permeability, mobilization of glycogen stores and inhibition of gluconeogenesis. Classically, the acid-base disturbance associated with aspirin poisoning is mixed. Earlier, due to the stimulation of medullary respiratory center, there is hyperventilation causing respiratory alkalosis, followed by a hagma, and then late respiratory acidosis also. Severity grading salicylate toxicity में क्या होती है? Acute ingestion causing acute ingestion अगर mild है 150 mg per kg, that's a very high dose to be honest. कितना हो गया? 150 यानी 15 5 75 7500 मिलीग्राम चाहिए, 7.5 ग्राम टू इवन कॉज माइल्ड टॉक्सिसिटी. यानी कितनी खानी पड़ेगी? 75 का टैबलेट देते हैं ना हम लोग, तो 10 टैबलेट 100 टैबलेट खानी पड़ेंगी उसकी. सो 100 टैबलेट, 100 बेबी टैबलेट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड एंड 100 लार्ज टैबलेट जो 300 वाली देते हैं हम, दोज आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर टू कॉज सीवियर टॉक्सिसिटी. 150 mg per kg is mild, 150 to 300 is moderate, more than 300 mg per kg is severe toxicity. माइल्ड में टिनिटस, हियरिंग लॉस, डिजीनेस वगैरह होगा. उसके बाद टेकिपनिया, इंक्रीज टेम्परेचर, स्वेटिंग, अटैक्सिया, एंग्जाइटी, देन सीजर्स, लंग इंजरी, हार्ट इंजरी, ऑर्गन फेलियर हो जाएगा. द डन नोमोग्राम इज मिसलीडिंग एंड ग्रॉसली अंडर एस्टिमेट टॉक्सिसिटी. इट शुड नॉट बी यूज्ड. Tintinelli has marked it in bold for some reason. I don't know, they have something against the Don scientist. This is the management of salicylate poisoning. First you will do your history, exam and symptoms of salicylate toxicity. If yes, then IV access 20 mg per kg isotonic fluid देना है. 1 to 2 milli equivalent per kg of bicarb देना है. Send labs like common metabolic, PT, aspirin level TCM लेवल, पैरासीटामोल लेवल जाते ही नहीं है यहाँ पे। एस्पिरिन, पैरासीटामोल, हाँ बहुत बार पैरासीटामोल के साथ भी मिलके आती है ये। ABG, VBG, अदर लैब्स। डिटेक्टेबल सैलिसिलेट लेवल, इफ नो consider alternate diagnosis. If yes, then see if patient has signs of significant toxicity or not. If there are signs of significant toxicity, continue IV fluid, soda bicarb, ABG electrolytes, paracetamol, aspirin level, urine output, because fluid क्यों देना है? fluid देना है because we want the aspirin to excrete in urine, और यूरिन एल्कनालाइज करना है ताकि एसिडिक ड्रग अच्छे से बाइंड होके निकल जाए। इवैल्यूएट फॉर नीड ऑफ हेमोडायलिसिस, एडमिट टू ICU। तो यूरिन में अगर नहीं निकल पा रहा है डायलिसिस करना पड़ेगा। मेन क्रक्स क्या है? फ्लूइड, बाइकार, गुड यूरिन आउटपुट, इफ नॉट गुड यूरिन आउटपुट डू अ डायलिसिस। इफ देयर आर नो साइंस ऑफ टॉक्सिसिटी एंड लो लेवल इज देयर, कंटिन्यू फ्लूइड, कंटिन्यू बाइकार, मॉनिटर आउटपुट एंड यूरिन pH. Urine pH should be more than 7.5 and send repeat levels. Declining levels without symptoms of acidosis may be medically cleared from the ED. Severe में क्या करना है? Fluid, bicar, aspirin levels every 1 to 2 hours, ABG every 1 to 2 hours. Urine output, urine pH should be more than equal 7.5. Till then you will keep giving bicar. Evaluate for need for hemodialysis and ICU. Hemodialysis is considered the extracorporeal technique of choice for the treatment of serious aspirin toxicity, because hemodialysis can correct acid base as well as electrolyte abnormalities while rapidly reducing the body salicylate burden. Aspirin is a good water soluble drug. It will easily clear from hemodialysis. Indications for hemodialysis include clinical deterioration or failure or of improvement despite intensive support, lack of success in alkalinizing serum and urine, renal insufficiency or failure, basically any electrolyte disturbance like hypernatremia, or failure to get a desired urine output or urine pH. Serum and urine, renal insufficiency or failure, severe acid base disturbance, lack of success in alkalizing serum and urine, renal insufficiency or failure, severe acid base disturbance, altered mental status and acute lung injury. Consider hemodialysis for aspirin requiring respiratory and ventilatory support. Hemodialysis indications, what are they? So patient is clinically worsening, the blood aspirin level is not going down, second, third is failure to alkalinize your urine above 7.5 or serum pH, electrolyte disturbance, renal failure, reduced urine output and lung injury and all. Rule of thumb is if patient is going to ICU, he will need dialysis. तो वेट मत करो, पहले डायलिसिस करवा लो, बेटर है। उसके बाद एक बार एक सिग्निफिकेंट चंक निकल गया ना एस्पिरिन का, तो बाकी का यूरिन से निकल जाएगा। नेक्स्ट इज आर paracetamol poisoning. So aspirin was started as a substitute to paracetamol was started as a substitute to aspirin to combat the aspirin toxicity. But what is happening is patients are now ingesting paracetamol and failing their liver. Paracetamol is the most common cause of drug induced liver failure in US. The recommended maximum total daily dose is 3900 milligram in adults using 325 mg aspirin regular strength and 3000 mg when they are using the 500 mg aspirin preparation. तो अगर आप 325 mg की खा रहे हो तो मैक्सिमम आप लो डोज, बेसिकली रेगुलर स्ट्रेंथ 325 mg अगर खा रहे हो तो 3900 मैक्सिमम जा सकते हो पर डे, और अगर 500 mg वाली स्ट्रॉन्ग टैबलेट खा रहे हो 500 mg वाली तो मैक्सिमम 3000 mg पर डे आप जा सकते हो, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं। इससे ज़्यादा करोगे तो टॉक्सिसिटी हो जाएगी। टेंटेनाइल की ये डोज है, हर जगह अलग अलग डोज मिल रही है, पर 3900 फॉर रेगुलर स्ट्रेंथ एंड 3000 फॉर हाई स्ट्रेंथ, एक्स्ट्रा स्ट्रेंथ. Paracetamol should not be taken for 10 days in a row, more than 10 days in a row. For children, the recommended paracetamol intake is 10 to 15 mg per kg every 4 to 6 hours. The maximum daily dose of 75 mg per kg, यानी 10 to 15 का टोटल 5 डोज इन अ डे. सो बच्चों में हम क्या देते हैं, 10 to 15 mg per kg QID और SOS, not more than QID. Maximum daily dose intake in children is 75 mg per kg. Patients who are chronically ill, alcoholic, have insufficient glutathione stores, so they develop toxicity easily. Patients who are on alcoholics and taking anticonvulsant like आपका क्या था, फेनिटोइन है ना, and anti-tubercular rifampicin, these are CYP450 inducers, and CYP450 induction increases paracetamol toxicity, ये याद रखना है, and liver failure. In therapeutic amounts, paracetamol has 100% bioavailability oral, is about 20% bound to proteins, has a volume of distribution 0.8 liter per kg, तो कम है ना, and has a elimination half life of 2.5 hours. Therapeutic concentration in serum is 10 to 20 microgram per ml. The recommended dosing of IV paracetamol for adult and children weighing more than 50 kgs, 650 milligram IV QID or 1000 milligram IV QID with a maximum total IV of 4 gram. Paracetamol is metabolized in liver and excreted via kidney. So liver में paracetamol via UDP ग्लूकोराइड ट्रांसफरेज ग्लूकोराइड में कन्वर्ट होती है, फिनॉक्सी सल्फेट, बेसिकली ग्लूकोराइड एंड सल्फा पाथवेज से दो इनएक्टिव मेटाबोलाइट बनते हैं, दे आर रीनली एक्सक्रीटेड. So the metabolites are non-toxic. Even in CKD patient, they can just roam around in body, it's okay. It's not going to cause any toxicity. The third pathway is via your NAPQI. So first was gluconylation, second was sulfation, sulfa something, and third was NAPQI. This is toxic. NAPQI से pathway से बनता है, इससे toxin होता है, but glutathione comes and converts into metacarpate, which is non-toxic. If there is no glutathione in the body, the toxic metabolite forms, it accumulates in liver and fails your liver. That's why we give N-acetylcysteine. It is a glutathione precursor, so that your body can form glutathione and take care of the NAPQI.